Señoras y señores, es un honor dirigirme a ustedes en mi calidad de presidente del Grupo de los 77 y China, capítulo Ginebra, en un momento particularmente complejo para la comunidad internacional. Nos encontramos en medio de una coyuntura global marcada por múltiples conflictos, flagrantes violaciones al derecho internacional y a los derechos humanos, una creciente fragmentación y polarización geopolítica y una preocupante guerra arancelaria que amenaza con profundizar las divisiones entre el norte y el sur global. A ello se suma una drástica reducción de los fondos destinados a la cooperación y al desarrollo, así como al propio sistema de las Naciones Unidas, lo que socava gravemente nuestra capacidad colectiva para cumplir los compromisos de la Agenda 2030. En este contexto, el proceso de reforma ONU 80 surge como una oportunidad crucial para repensar las Naciones Unidas y fortalecer su eficacia, transparencia y sostenibilidad financiera. El Grupo de los 77 y China debe participar activamente en este proceso, asegurando que la reforma no debilite los mandatos de desarrollo ni reduzca la voz de los países del sur. El comercio y el desarrollo son dimensiones inseparables del progreso humano. No puede haber desarrollo sin comercio justo, ni comercio justo sin un desarrollo equitativo. En un mundo interdependiente, el fortalecimiento del sistema comercial multilateral es esencial para asegurar oportunidades reales de crecimiento, diversificación productiva y bienestar para nuestros pueblos. Durante demasiado tiempo el desarrollo se entendió principalmente desde una perspectiva económica. Hoy sabemos que no hay verdadero progreso si no es también socialmente inclusivo y ambientalmente sostenible. Por ello, debemos avanzar hacia un modelo de desarrollo integral que coloque a las personas, a los seres humanos y al planeta en el centro de las políticas públicas. En ese marco, la UNCTAD desempeña un papel insustituible como espacio de pensamiento, diálogo y cooperación orientado al desarrollo. Resulta urgente reforzar su mandato y su capacidad institucional, especialmente en un momento en que la crisis financiera internacional amenaza con limitar sus recursos y con ello su impacto. Es imperativo fortalecer la cooperación entre el norte y el sur global, sobre la base de un comercio más justo, abierto y equitativo que no deje a nadie atrás. El Grupo de los 77 y China reafirma que el comercio internacional es clave para promover un crecimiento económico inclusivo y un desarrollo sostenible, así como para la erradicación de la pobreza. En este sentido, hacemos un llamado a fortalecer un sistema multilateral de comercio basado en normas, abierto, transparente, predecible, inclusivo, no discriminatorio y equitativo, con la Organización Mundial de Comercio en su centro. Al mismo tiempo, debemos redoblar los esfuerzos por fortalecer la cooperación sur-sur y la cooperación triangular, herramientas esenciales para compartir experiencias, innovaciones y capacidades propias del mundo en desarrollo. Esta cooperación debe abarcar no solo el comercio, sino también los ámbitos de la ciencia, la tecnología, la transformación digital y la transición energética, pilares fundamentales hacia los objetivos del desarrollo sostenible. Como Grupo de los 77 y China, reiteramos la urgente necesidad de completar la reforma de la arquitectura financiera internacional para que ésta sea más justa, eficiente, inclusiva y verdaderamente orientada al desarrollo sostenible. Ello debe permitir inversiones sostenibles a largo plazo, una mejor gestión de la sostenibilidad de la deuda y procesos eficaces de reestructuración cuando sea necesario. Necesitamos mayor financiamiento para el desarrollo, mecanismos más previsibles y accesibles para nuestros países y un entorno multilateral que favorezca la inversión sostenible. En ese sentido, la revitalización de la maquinaria intergubernamental de la UNCTAD, que es prioritaria para que esta organización siga siendo un espacio de pensamiento y acción al servicio del desarrollo inclusivo. El Grupo de los 77 y China reafirma asimismo su posición respecto al impacto negativo de las medidas coercitivas unilaterales y sus consecuencias humanitarias no deseadas que contravienen el derecho internacional y obstaculizan el desarrollo de los pueblos. Reitero nuestro compromiso con el multilateralismo, el derecho internacional, el respeto a la soberanía de los Estados y la búsqueda de soluciones colectivas a los desafíos globales. Todos estos principios se ven reflejados en la declaración ministerial de G77 y China que aprobaremos el día de hoy, documento que reafirma nuestra unidad, nuestra voz colectiva y nuestra determinación de avanzar juntos hacia un desarrollo verdaderamente sostenible e inclusivo. Excelencias, la historia nos enseña que los tiempos de crisis son también tiempos de oportunidad. En la UNCTAD16 tenemos la ocasión de reafirmar nuestra unidad y nuestra voluntad política para que el desarrollo sostenible sea una realidad para todos. En ese espíritu, permitan recordar las palabras del embajador Javier Pérez de Cuéllar, destacado diplomático y exsecretario general de las Naciones Unidas, quien señaló: ello me lleva a insistir en lo que tantas veces he reiterado, la urgencia de reforzar cada vez más el sistema multilateral, del que las Naciones Unidas son la máxima expresión. Muchas gracias. Cedo la palabra a la secretaria general de la UNCTAD, señora Rebeca Grispan.
Es un honor abrir esta ministerial del G77. Nos reunimos en la ciudad donde nacieron tanto el G77 como UNCTAD, hace ya más de 60 años, no por casualidad, sino por necesidad, por la determinación de los países que en este momento lograban su independencia y quienes rechazan aceptar que las reglas de la economía global puedan ser escritas sin ellos. Pasaré ahora al inglés. That act of collective assertion changed everything. It created UNCTAD. It established that development wasn't something that happened to countries, but something countries could demand, shape, and achieve together. Every advance we've made since we became G77 and UNCTAD refused to accept limits. The call for a new international economic order in the 1970s, dismissed by many as too radical, articulated principles we're returning to today. And let me give some examples to you. We talked then about the special drawing rights. We talked about the international tax cooperation. We talked about sovereign debt restructuring mechanisms. And the generalized system of preference and our programs for the digitalization of customs, ASICUDA, or the debt management platform, DEMFAS, all came from that spirit. All of these advances came because the G77 pushed our ambitions higher than comfort would have allowed. So I'll make 2 points about how far we've traveled and the road ahead. I start with the road travel. 60 years ago, you spoke from the periphery, demanding attention from the core. Today, geography has changed. You represent 2/3 of UN members and drive 3/4 of global growth. South-South trade is expanding by 8% per year in constant prices. That is our latest numbers. Now, if we exclude China, because many times they say, oh, it's the South, but it's only China. No. If we exclude China, we expand in South-South trade at a 9% rate. And a South-South trade now equals North-North trade for the first time in 3 centuries. And it now, in the economic center of gravity, have shifted, as we know. The trend towards economic multipolarity is today a reality. And economic multipolarity, if done right, if within the framework of multilateralism, as I said in the panel before, has the promise of more opportunities, has the promise of a more inclusive global economy, because it has the promise of deconcentration and then more opportunities for most of the countries of the world. Both of us have evolved, G77 and UNCTAD, with this shift. UNCTAD is no longer just advocating for the developing world. We're documenting its dynamism, analyzing its innovations, amplifying its solutions. G77 and China countries are no longer just demanding multilateral reform. They are showing what it may look like. Yet, all challenges persist alongside new power. While you drive global growth, debt crushes fiscal space in too many of our economies. While you lead in renewable energy deployment, you receive a fraction of climate finance. While your entrepreneurs innovate, digital divides constrain who can participate. Distance traveled doesn't erase distance remaining. So this brings me to the road ahead. The outcome document being negotiated this week will set UNCTAD's course. It contains commitments on debt, on productive capacity, on technology access, on critical minerals. These provisions exist because you insisted on them. I ask you to continue so we can bring words into action. But beyond this conference, Excellencies, lies something even larger. It's hard to witness the momentum building across the South, the innovation, the growth, the confidence, and not feel genuine hope for what's possible. Not naive hope that ignores the challenges, but the kind grounded in evidence. The future being built looks fundamentally different from the past we inherit. 60 years ago, you created UNCTAD to serve that future. Today, you're proving it was worth creating. Let's now continue to strengthen our commitment, to build on what we've built, and to keep the flame of ambition alive. The floor is yours, and I really thank you.
Quiero en este momento ofrecer, y como consta en la agenda que hemos recibido, propongo considerar la declaración ministerial de G77 y China, documento que ha sido adoptado ad referéndum por los representantes permanentes en Ginebra el pasado viernes. Si no existe objeción en la sala, propongo entonces adoptar la declaración ministerial del G77 y China, con la ayuda aquí de la Secretaría. Así que queda adoptada la declaración. A continuación, entonces, pasamos a escuchar las intervenciones de los jefes de delegación de G77 y China conforme a la lista de oradores. Egypt, on behalf of the African Group.
The African Group extends its sincere appreciation to Peru for its chairmanship of the Group of 77 and China, Geneva chapter, throughout the demanding preparation for this conference. It is a great honor to be with you today in this city that holds deep significance for our shared history. The challenges before us are too great for any nation to face alone, but together, throughout unity in diversity, we can shape a more just, inclusive, and sustainable world.
Señora Sandra Husband, de Barbados.
It is my honor to address you on behalf of the government and people of Barbados, and I bring you greetings from colleague Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Carrie Simmons, who could not be with us today. Permit me to thank Peru for its excellent coordination, which has led the group of G77 and China through the challenging negotiations in relation to the outcome document and the group's ministerial declaration.
To the Kingdom of Bhutan, Minister of Industry, Commerce and Employment, Mr. Naguib Dorji.
At the outset, I have the pleasure to bring to you all the warmest greetings from the Kingdom of Bhutan and join other members of the group in commending Peru for its leadership and all member states for their steadfast commitment to the strength and solidarity of this enduring group. For over 6 decades, the G77 and China has given developing countries a collective voice to cooperate, to advocate, and to act. Therefore, it is my distinct honor to speak in this meeting of the group as we all gather here for the 16th UNCTAD conference in Geneva.
To the Republic of Gambia, Mr. Babukar Usmalia Hof, Minister of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment.
It is an honor, Your Excellency, to address this important ministerial meeting of Group of 77 and China. We commend Peru for its leadership in chairing of the Group of 77 and China, Geneva chapter. Kindly allow me to reaffirm the Gambia's full support to the noble efforts of the G77 to ensure that the voice of the Global South remains strong, united, and solutions-oriented at all times, especially during these turbulent times for multilateralism.
Cambodia, please. Secretary of Commerce, Ms. Tere Kamrang.
It is my great honor to deliver this statement on behalf of the Kingdom of Cambodia. At the outset, I wish to extend our sincere appreciation to His Excellency Ambassador for chairing this historical ministerial gathering of the Group of 77 and China. I also wish to commend the Peruvian team in Geneva for their effective coordination efforts.
Jamaica, Ms. Camina Johnson-Smith, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade.
Jamaica congratulates Ambassador Chuquiwara of Peru and his team for their chairmanship of the Group of 77 and China and for effectively steering the UN's largest negotiating bloc while safeguarding the diverse interests of the Global South. Jamaica remains deeply committed to the principles of solidarity, cooperation, and mutual respect that define the G77 and China. We're steadfast in our belief in inclusive, equitable, and rules-based multilateralism. Together, let's advance a stronger, more united voice for the billions we represent and for a future where development is fair, transparent, sustainable, inclusive, and just. I thank you.
Now, Uganda, please. Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Ms. Evelyn Anit.
I wish to begin by commending our chair, Honorable Minister, and the delegation of Peru for your able leadership of the Group of 77 and China in such a challenging and eventful year. Mr. Chairman, Uganda pays tribute to the significant contribution and achievements of the group in the multilateral arena over the years, representing 174 out of 193 UN member states. The group has played and continues to play a major role in promoting the views and interests of the Global South. Mr. Chairman, we had the privilege to chair the group from January 2024 to January 2025 and recall the solidarity and shared purpose that guided us.
Sir, now the floor to Lesotho, Minister of Trade, Industry and Business Development, Honorable Mr. Moheti Shilili.
Mr. Chair, Excellencies, Deputy Secretary General, distinguished delegates, at the onset, we wish to express our sincere appreciation to Peru for its chairmanship of Group of G77 and China, Geneva chapter, for its leadership and dedication throughout the demanding preparations of the conference. The Kingdom of Lesotho aligns with the statement delivered on behalf of the LDC Group.
Now the floor to the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry of Ghana, Ms. Elizabeth Ofoso Adiare.
I bring you warm greetings from the President of the Republic of Ghana and the people of Ghana. I want to commend highly the good leadership of the people of Peru in coordinating the Group of G77 and China. Ghana aligns with the declaration which focuses on multilateralism, sustainable development, trade, investment, climate action, and addressing vulnerabilities, while emphasizing the importance of regional integration and global cooperation to achieve equitable and inclusive development.
Con ello declaramos esta reunión culminada. Muchas gracias.